Hello and welcome to our channel. Today we are diving into the OBBBA Act. This new law is bringing major changes to both individual and business taxes, and I am going to walk you through what's new, what's changing, and what it means for you. Let's get started. Here's our roadmap for today. First, a high-level overview of the OBBBA Act. Next, some major changes for individuals. Then, what businesses need to know. And finally, we'll look at a detailed list of deductions under this act. So stick with me, there's a lot of useful insight here. The OBBBA Act was recently signed into law. It's designed to simplify the tax code, update deductions for inflation, and provide targeted support for small businesses. More importantly, some provisions start immediately, while others phase in over the next couple of years. This means we are looking at both short-term adjustments as well as long-term strategy. Implementation is phased. Some benefits kick in this tax year, while others take effect in 2026. For example, updated deduction thresholds will apply when filing your 2025 tax returns, but certain business incentives roll out over the next 2 years. The goals are fourfold. Adjust deductions for inflation, so your tax relief keeps pace with the cost of living. Close loopholes to improve compliance. Support small businesses with targeted incentives. And of course, simplify the tax code overall, so filing is a little less painful. Before we jump into the specifics on deductions and thresholds, if you're finding this breakdown helpful, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way you won't miss future updates, tips, and strategies to save taxes and stay in compliance. Let's start with individuals. The standard deduction has increased under the OBBBA Act. For 2024 returns, the standard deduction was $14,600 for single filers and $29,200 for joint filers. Under the OBBBA Act, starting in 2025, this jumps to $15,500 for single and $31,000 for joint filers, indexed for inflation going forward. That means if you don't itemize deductions, you'll still get more relief automatically. Itemized deductions also see key updates, like medical expenses. Previously, you could deduct unreimbursed medical expenses only if they exceeded 7.5% of your adjusted gross income. Under the new act, that threshold is now 5% of your AGI, making it easier to claim. The threshold to claim charitable contributions was also changed. The cap for cash donations to qualified charities used to be 60% of your AGI. The Act raises this to 75% of your AGI, encouraging taxpayers to donate more. So, if you have high medical bills or are very active with charitable donations, these updates could reduce your tax bill significantly. The Act also adjusts income thresholds for deduction eligibility. For example, the phase-out for certain credits like the child tax credit now begins at $250,000 for joint filers, compared to what it used to be, $200,000. Higher earners may lose access to some deductions sooner, but middle-income taxpayers gain broader eligibility. This is one of those areas where personalized planning is crucial. Let's switch gears from individual to business and talk about some of the major changes in business deductions and thresholds. On the business side, allowable expenses have expanded. Beyond the basics like rent, utilities, and supplies, the Act now allows deductions for more technology expenses, cybersecurity investments, and certain professional development costs. But there's also a focus on preventing abuse, so the IRS will expect more detailed reporting and substantiation. Business income thresholds for deductions and credits have been revised. For instance, eligibility for the 20% pass-through deductions, Section 199A, now extends up to $450,000 of taxable income for joint filers, as compared to the prior cap of $364,200. Above all, the deduction phases are more gradually providing some relief for mid-sized business owners. This change aligns deductions more fairly with today's market realities. Small businesses receive a boost through new deductions and credits. For example, a new $5,000 startup deduction applies to qualifying emerging businesses. Expanded employee benefit deductions allow small firms to write off a broader set of wellness and training programs. These provisions are designed to help smaller players compete and grow substantially. Here's a quick recap of the personal deductions under the Act. Standard deductions are higher across the board. Medical expenses, lower AGI threshold, now 5%. Charitable contributions, higher AGI cap, now 75%. Mortgage interest, clarified rules so second home interest and large mortgage face tighter limits, but most homeowners won't see much change. In short, more relief for average families, especially those with high healthcare or giving habits. For businesses, operating expenses expanded to cover more digital era costs. Capital investments, bonus depreciation extended through 2027 at 60%, phasing down slowly instead of expiring abruptly. Employee benefits, larger deductions for healthcare, childcare, and professional development. Outdated deductions, certain niche deductions like entertainment expenses beyond 50% have been eliminated to simplify the code. The Act also introduces new deductions targeting emerging sectors. Think clean energy and AI technology investments. While scrapping outdated ones that no longer serve a purpose, the goal is to streamline and modernize the tax code. In summary, the OBBBA Act increases standard deductions, makes medical and charitable deductions more generous, updates income thresholds, and provides new opportunities for small businesses while phasing out outdated rules. If you found this overview useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more tax insight. And if you would like to discuss how these changes apply to you or your business, Pinnacle Tax Partners is here to help. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.